Are not ready for the state to come in and take over their school system. This morning they started their fight in court to stop that from happening. News 8's Ken Pierce on the scene in Bridgeport with the latest.
Bridgeport's mayor, superintendent, school board all want to invoke a state law that lets the state come in, throw out the old school board, bring in a new one, all to try to save Bridgeport schools. But a group of parents went to court today to try to stop that. It's a small but vocal group opposing the plan for the state to install a new school board instead of the elected one.
You don't just come in and tell me that my vote don't matter. We elected these people, and it's up to us to decide whether we want to bring in other people and elect them to these seats.
But the past months have brought protests, threats of school closures, and still no school budget from the elected board, while test scores continue to be the lowest in the state. Still, these parents say there are other options.
Like abolishing Bridgeport public schools altogether and sending the school children to neighboring school districts, or adopting the failing schools by neighboring school districts. But
last week, Bridgeport's superintendent told me bringing in the state is the best option because the state has more resources to try to turn the district around. These parents mostly object that they won't have any input in what happens.
And the state doesn't have the right to exclude them from the process. Parents need to be in the know because they need to make good decisions.
That's the reason they went to court, to try to get an injunction to stop the city from bringing in the state. In court today, nothing much happened, really. The city has filed a motion to dismiss, saying any talk of an injunction doesn't make sense anymore because they can't stop this process. The old school board is already out. It doesn't exist anymore. Everything's been continued until August. On the scene in Bridgeport, I'm Kent Pierce, News 8.
Now, when it